setting the path for grounding into my body. I am Tyler Michael Daniels, born April 15th, 1992, Tacoma, Washington. I am 34 years old on today, Sunday, May 24th, 2026. I am relit, aka Relit and Tyler, Daniels Duquette Champagne, the married name. And I am TaHOMEa, spelled capital P O S H, capital N E E N, capital Y A. TaHOMEa. My light being, my light language, my channeled information. I am grounded and safe in my body. I am the creator of my own reality. I am a co-creator of the collective reality on planet Earth in the present time. I am a manifestation of my soul's power. I am a three spirit of born, chosen, and becoming. I live with an open heart, resonating unconditional love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, gentleness, and self-control. I am a multi-dimensional being of love and light. I speak my truth with ease. I discern my truth with grace and humility. I follow my nose for what emotions are mine and what are that of others that I may feel at any given time in a space. My eyes and ears are open to receive the divine messages of my guidance council, aka the Table of Six, my higher self, the Mayan Council of 13, and that which leads me, the ancient Egyptian goddess Isis. Ascended Master Yeshua, Archangels Gabriel, Uriel, and Michael, supported with Raphael. intuition is open and clear to receive the messages and act in divine right alignment. My soma chakra is open to receive communication from the ancestral shamanic energies of the land in which I am present at all times, under the commitment that I am able to eat for myself, drink for myself, and live for myself, for it is my sacred right in my body as a birthright of humanity on earth to live for the self first in order to be of service for the collective. Embodying the path of service to others through service to self, in and with, not around, not above, not below, for it is with. My crown chakra is open to receive the divine guidance from Source, gate kept through the Table of Six, who has my highest and most divine frequency interests at heart, mind, and in body. For it is them who are my ancestral inheritance in this physical life as Tyler Michael Daniels, aka Relit, aka Pushnia. I call forward the universal Reiki energy, life force to flow through me and comfort and ease any places in my body which could benefit from its force of healing. I feel it in my feet, my ankles, my soleus, my calves, my knees, through the quads, hamstrings, to hips and pelvis, creating a stable foundation for the reverberation through the back of heart, back of high heart, back of throat, back of chin, all of the mandibular joints, through the left shoulder, the hyoid bone, through the xiphoid process and back in a spiral between the heart, throat, and third eye, an infinite loop, connecting the light language frequency in, we are in, we are in, we are in, we are here. Chills running through my legs, chills running down my arms. We are ready for the message. Darling, you see it. Darling, you are the most aware being in your frequency in this location of planet Earth, under the watchful eye of Mother TaHOMEa, as the people call it, mountain Rainier or Mount Rainier or Rainier. She is the portal of the Arcturians. She does bring the intensity, as you feel the chills. You feel what it is like to be thawing at a rapid pace, never to be reversed until it is time. The waters are receding, what is below is going to be exposed. The portals to the inner world are present, and nay, are the humans able to access them. One does not take their physical avatar into the inner world. It doesn't work that way. It's a frequency dimension. As the vessel of Tyler Michael Daniels is able to harmonize, to go into it internally. The finding of the voice is happening today, darling. The day is today. For tomorrow is a sacred, sacred day. The 25th of May, 2021, Tyler Michael Daniels was educated to their right in law of anti-discrimination and anti-harassment. And if so, factoid, the human is involved in a legal process, and the humans are willing to lie and distort the truth and manipulate the human being on a mental plane. The time has come to disrupt it all. Tyler Michael Daniels will align, will gain legal precedent to change the narrative forever. For it is this soul who has been on this journey many, many lifetimes. We are not here to expose the truth, yet we do not talk in riddles, we talk in facts and reality, because this vessel has been through it and understands. For they did live the life of Abraham Lincoln. Period. Check the dates of birth for Tyler and the death of Lincoln. Things happened between there as well. Check the time the Titanic sunk. Check the day the taxes are collected. Check the birth date of any famous engineer of which the frequency of energy went into this vessel. It's all there, darling. The prophecy has unfolded before your very eyes, whether you are conscious of it or not. You lived in the environment of TaHOMEa. You lived under the watchful eye of Rainier, TaHOMEa, Mother Gaia, connected to the core of the planet. It is time to disrupt and waken up the beings. Wake up, TaHOMEa. This is their sovereign right to create. We say their because Relit is a collection of beings and not bound by gender, which darker polarity forces of the Draco-Reptilian agenda puts the information together to create disruption of the humans. Disruption to create polarity between the toxic patriarchy and the toxic matriarchy. We say toxic for both because it's true. The feminine has been infiltrated by the toxic patriarchy, yet the feminine committed to embodying and breeding with the toxic masculine to weed it out, to awaken humanity. To what it is like to be bred by toxicity of a collective that created laws, rules, and agendas that are all fake, to keep you breeding, to create a slave race, and to keep you asleep to your truth that you are God's within. You are God eternal within the body. Check your DNA, create your own activation. You can do this yourself. Take the pace of which you need. Do not go at the pace of another. For a pace of another is that of the ego. This vessel committed wholly to going through the journey, to heal thyself first before going to support healing of others. Check the language of the healer you work with. Are they embodied? Are they healed? If not, continue to dive deeper into their language. Do they say things such as, I can fix you, I healed you, I did that? Nay, will you hear that from relit as the shamanic bridge, who also goes by the name of Tyler, and will continue to evolve their name into Poshnia until you no longer know them as Tyler or Relit, and those are only characters of the past that continue to be played in the present by Poshnia. Because Poshnia commits, and lives in embodiment of what it means to evolve long term. There is no instantaneous healing of the physical body based on the truth that they are toxified beyond measure at a long-term generational intention to poison humanity beyond repair. Well, Poshnia is of the archangelical frequency race of beings who incarnated from the realm of possibility. Being of the lineage who designed the vessel you are living in, the body, the human body was designed by the archangelic race, the archangelic realm who left Venus last, popped over to Orion, and headed back to the Pleiades to design a light body who could come back to Earth now that Earth had settled into an inhabitable land, able to sustain life. Yes, there were races of beings on the planet, such as the Neanderthal. That is not who you are. You have been programmed to believe that you evolved from apes. They were the closest being on the land, along with the mammals of the sea, that we could design from. We had an off-take, a take-off of those beings to build your avatar. We incarnated in the land of Lemuria. We created the Mu civilization, M-U, Mu, not cow, M-O-O, Mu, that they wish for you to feed off of. The cow has distorted into the pig unless you are able to bring Raki energy to uplift the energy you take on everything you eat. Everything. Including this vessel who takes on the fruitarian lifestyle with a hint of meat that was sacredly Reiki'd through ancestral protection, guidance, and curation, period. Not even the highest frequency vessel of my watchful eye as Mother TaHOMEa is able to sustain life without engaging in denser nutrients, food, or elements as they experienced in the linear time over the last 24 hours. Emotions come to this vessel as they acknowledge who they are embodying, and who they are becoming. For it is said that not even the Dalai Lama is able to visit America without engaging in eating meat. It is that dense on this continent, so dense that there are wars being fought over who is indigenous and who is not. The reality is that the dispersion of humans over a period of approximately 200,000 years created the adaptation of what people believe are the indigenous Native Americans. For we as humans have been on this planet longer than the times at which the white settlers from the European civilizations genocide what they call the Native American Indians. This is not a sidestep, this is not a diminishing of that truth and that reality. Because just as the vessel of Portia was Abraham Lincoln, so too were they Thomas Jefferson. Participating in acts that were atrocious, with orders from royalty across what you call the pond of the Atlantic Ocean, which our other civilization called Atlantis used to reside. Look no further than the peaks of the Azores, which was the top of the continent of Atlantis. You talk about continental drift, you talk about Pangea. Yes, that was a truth, yet I will assure you it is not the way that the textbooks or even your animations would have you believe. You must understand the concept of volume, that which only an engineer may understand fully. That an ice cap miles deep, coming down beyond the region that this message is being transmitted from in Tacoma, Washington, an ice sheet miles thick, at the poles reaching down to this region, suppressed the years and years and years and years and eons and eons and eons of volcanic disruption, volcanic ash, to solidify what the engineers call glacial till, deep sediments of stable foundations. Fertile land. The mycelial network is rebuilding. Look no further than the lands that this avatar has co-created the fertilization of. This is an embodiment and a representation of what it means to do the work without the others even knowing, such that it has already taken place and will only get better. Reforestation, that's right, reforestation, reforestation, not deforestation, is the path forward. For without taking action now, humanity as you know it will no longer survive. And it won't happen. The ending, even as the chemtrails fly ahead and clouds emerge afterward, they know the paths of people because they remote view, and they do everything in their power to distort your cognitive reality. Well, it's time to wake up, because we have created our own bubble of protection around the highest of frequency beings who are in a network that is sustainable and spherical, and it is around the world, and nothing they can do can pop the bubble of unconditional love. For it is going to get weird, and all this weird avatar is doing is to weird you in to what the possibilities are that lie ahead based on your shadow of a past. It is not one person's responsibility to resolve it all, yet you either listen or you tune out, and time will pass until you end your timeline on this planet, no longer permitted to recycle your energy. Everything you have curated, created, or brought forward in this life will be dispersed to the collective. For those who have committed to going on the journey to heal the planet and survive the shifts ahead while they build their light bodies, will be that which is able to come back to planet Earth as their portal of healing and remembrance of what it was like to live in body as a human. Your avatars are designed to sustain life for a minimum of 1,000 years, with opportunities abounding for unreal possibilities based on the technology you have at this time. Recycling avatars over a period of less than 100 years is unsustainable, and the exact attempt by the dark forces of the Draco-Reptilians, who intended to create a parasitic race of want, buy, throw away. The next time you look at your cell phone device, know that just 30 years ago, they didn't exist. Now, billions get new ones every year. That is an unsustainable reality, period. The businesses that exist in your reality will be required to shift, realign, or collapse, because none of it is real. When the grid collapses, none of your devices will work. So get on board or get off, because Mother Gaia has spoken. Peace be with you all. And so it is. My love, light, and blessings on our journey to heal. Bye-bye for now.